welcome back to the SOTA Pop Podcast. As always, SOTA stands for School of the Arts, and pop just sounds nice next to it. Now, you are probably wondering where Grayson and Trevor are. They have
They're
moved
dead.
on.
They're dead. Died.
How did they die?
Dead. We killed them.
No, I didn't have anything to do with this. No, they've moved on to the great beyond, aka they are now alumni.
They are now graduated,
They're
as you said.
However,
However,
my name's Dottie Tanner,
and my name is Brandon Underwood.
and we'd like to welcome you to Season 8.
Season 8.
Let's do it.
Bum bum bum. We got a little.
Bum,
We got a little. Ah, come on. I've got to learn what these do.
It's too long. You're gonna let the whole thing.
Oh,
play?
okay. Yeah, I was gonna let it play.
Okay. So, Brandon, can you give me a little rundown on what we're doing today? What's going on?
Sorry, I was taking a sip.
Or
of my...
do you want me to give a rundown on where we are?
I think let's do both at the same time.
Okay. So we're both gonna talk at the same time.
What we're doing, we're changing things up. Welcome
Of course.
to Season 8
Whoop, whoop.
of the SOTA Pop Podcast, and we're doing things a little bit differently. As you can tell, if you're watching this, if you're listening to it, you have no earthly idea what's going on right now. But we're not Trevor and Grayson, and we're not just we don't just have a plain white wall behind us.
No.
There's something different now. There's a bookcase.
Wow.
The walls are actually different colors now.
Okay. Set
We
design.
We do have a little bit of a set design. As you can see, there's a cool light switch over there. And
course.
you may be wondering, it's like, oh, how did you guys do this to the old setup? How did we change it up?
Yeah.
Did we paint the walls? What did we do?
No.
We got a different room.
We got a different room. They moved us aggressively.
Yes, they moved us aggressively,
So
back and forth.
our old location got given to the Shoals Symphony.
God given.
Got given. Sorry. Do you want me
God
to?
given. No,
Let's-
keep
no,
rolling.
I'm starting over now. Our previous location has been given to the
Okay.
Shoals Symphony because they didn't have a permanent office space. So instead of kind of setting up shop wherever they needed to at whatever given time, they have a permanent office space now. And we have been moved into this lovely concession stand.
Broom closet.
It's
It is a
not-
broom closet. There's a literal broom behind me. I pointed out before we started filming.
That's for later when you perform
If-
Defying Gravity.
I'm not a musical theater person. I'm not aware of what this is.
A broom?
I'm not aware of what a broom is.
Right.
Hit that follow button if you know what a broom is. Am I right?
You're so right.
Also, if you hear some like ancient creaking sounds happening, the way our setup works here,
Yeah.
these mics, if we touch them at all,
They make a very
if
not
we
fun
touch them
noise.
at all,
I fear you're blocking my face on this camera right here. Okay. Yeah, go. Can you keep going so you can block it
this
on
is
one
this
too?
is the money shot right here. If you can't, for all our home audience who's just listening, if you're listening to us in the car or whatever, we appreciate your support. But right now, I'm covering Dottie's face with a broom.
Yes. Also, guys, we should be honest with you. This is the third time we are recording this episode of the podcast. The first time we recorded it, we looked at the footage. We weren't big fans of the way that it looked.
We were not.
The second time, Brandon got almost done editing it, and then we accidentally formatted the SD card that had all of the audio files, the most important thing for the podcast. So now we're recording it for the third time. So if you're watching this and you're like, these people are insane and chaotic,
And incompetent.
it gets better. I promise it will get better.
It gets better. We get worse.
We just are, we're saying the same things for the third time, and so we're kind of,
Yes.
We're a
little exhausted, but we're doing it for the game. We're doing it because we love our home audience.
Yes, we do.
Once again, support us anywhere you can.
Yes.
We're going to be trying to make some changes here, and we would appreciate anything our audience likes to give to us. If you want to say, hey, come, I want to be on the podcast, come interview me or whatever, or like I know an event or whatever, hit us up on all of our social media.
All of our social
SOTA Pop, the SOTA Pop Podcast, anywhere you have social media.
I think it might also be UNA SOTA Pop on some places.
UNA SOTA Pop on some places. Go find those places.
Yes.
Also, listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. Anything you do will help us. We are just 2 kids in a broom closet.
Yeah.
Funded by the University of North Alabama. Who knows where that is?
Your voice just got very radio-esque. I appreciated it.
And welcome back to the game.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to explain what we're doing today, and then we're going to actually get into it.
Okay.
So today the plan is to cover all things School of the Arts. So the School of the Arts that covers a lot of area.
It does.
And so there's a lot of like different majors and such that are encompassed with School of the Arts. So we're going to talk about what's been inspiring us this summer, what we've kind of been listening to, what we've been looking at, all those kinds of things, the things that have helped us be inspired as artists. Brandon, can you give me a rundown of what all we're going over today?
Yeah, for sure. So basically, we can't cover all the arts because let's be real. There's a lot of art. There's a lot of art out there.
It's true.
I mean, you got Da Vinci, you got The Blind Side. I mean, you got a million things. And Van Gogh. You got Sandra Bullock.
The Greatest Showman, even.
The Greatest Showman. There's a million things we could cover and talk about. But we're going to talk about today the specific majors here at UNA that comprise SOTA, the School of the Arts.
Yes.
For those of you who are stupid, School of the Arts, SOTA.
SOTA.
SOTA, not DA. We're not associated with that at all. Okay, we have cinematic arts, theater, culinary arts management, interior architecture and design, entertainment industry, music, hospitality and events management, visual arts, fashion merchandising, and design.
Beautiful.
And, for creative writing and other majors that may be considered arts, get out of here. You're not invited to the table.
Yes, correct.
Not this time. I'm sorry.
You dance? Sorry.
Yeah. We're like the town in Footloose.
Exactly.
Also, cinematic arts made me think of it. Cinematic arts made me dwell upon it. We know this podcast talks a lot about cinematic arts and theater. In the past, it's covered pretty much purely that. And we want to switch it. We want to switch it up. That's why we killed Trevor and Grayson and let them bleed out on the floor, because we wanted a change. We wanted something different, and that's what we're doing. So if you're not in the cinematic arts and theater, and if you are, stop listening.
Oh.
Go to a different podcast. No, I'm playing. We love you guys.
We love you guys
too.
Also,
we are actually.
It should be noted, Trevor and Grayson are not actually dead.
They're not dead yet.
I don't want you guys to get scared.
But we're, we need a little fear in our audience.
Oh, okay.
We need a little. We need to keep them a little on edge.
Right.
I think that's important. I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Driving to work in the morning, or going to school, going to class. I want them to be a little edge, little edge going on. That's what I say.
Yeah. Let's get into it, Brandon.
Okay. Do you want to talk about anything on the edge first?
I don't. I personally
love the Edge. He's a great wrestler.
I personally am on the edge of glory. Love the Edge, the rated R superstar.
Yes. What?
That's what he's called.
The rated R superstar.
The rated R superstar.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know.
When my sister was little, she didn't think she was allowed to watch it when he was on there because he was rated R.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Undertaker clips.
Fair.
And we need that on the soundboard.
Brandon and I recently discovered that we both have like we both know things about WWE, which is like I never would have.
Watch out!
Exactly. But anyways, okay, we're locking in.
We gotta lock into the arts, brother. We gotta lock in. That was like a mix of Hulk and Randy Savage.
No, genuinely. Okay, yeah. So Brandon's gonna start us off with cinematic arts. We're gonna start in our home bases because we're
we gotta return to the classics. Come on.
So Brandon, what movie are you talking about today?
I'm talking about Gummo. And a little thing about Gummo, I actually don't have the information with me here, but it's a 1997 film, independent film, and it's directed by Harmony Korine. My good old professor, Michaelis Johnson, put me Michaelis, if you're listening, shout out Michaelis Johnson. Speaking of Mike, Dottie just slapped the heck out of hers. Anyway, Mike put me on to Gummo. I watched it, and it was pretty awesome. It's unusual. It's got everything you could want in a movie. It's got kids in bunny costumes. It's got guys beating up chairs. It's got a girl shaving her eyebrows. It's got kids seeing if grandma's dead. It's got all this life to it, all this crazy stuff in it.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of metal music. It's basically anything you could want.
Do they have do they have a problem with chairs? Like, why are they beating up?
No. No.
Did they not feel supported by the chair?
They just get excited one night and a couple guys take a chair and just like slam the heck out of it.
Oh, I get that.
I remember.
Been
there. Slam that chair. But yeah, do you have any thoughts about Gumbo? Do you have any questions about it?
I haven't seen it. I follow Michaelis Johnson on Instagram, and he posted a clip of it the other day, and it made me laugh.
I think it's hugely influential on so many people's work and stuff like that. And even seeing it, like, I feel like I have some things from films I've made that like have like inadvertently taken cues from it or taken inspiration from it. And so it was really cool to see something so unique and so different. Yeah. And then be enraged by it because it's not mine.
Oh, okay. You said it's experimental?
It is. I would say. Okay. It's very I can't think of now the word is completely
of course
slipped my mind
as a standard,
but it's it's really, if you haven't seen anything like it, it's really out there. Don't let that be your first movie. Like if you've never watched a movie before, don't go from Spider-Man to Gumbo.
Baby's first movie.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay. Period. So wait, you said that you feel like it's like has it inspired your work since having watched it for the first time? Do you feel like you can like see bits and pieces of it in your work now?
I think going forward, I definitely want to take cues from it and take like especially the aesthetic of it, the aesthetic and style. I think is something Harmony Korine, the director of it's known so much for. Yeah, and like it really shines through. It's beautiful.
I love that. That's awesome. Wonderful.
All right, Dottie, you're up now. If they haven't heard enough about cinematic arts already, tell them a little bit about theater.
Yes. Okay. So the show that I'm going to cover, I saw it over the summer. And the day before this, I saw like a really, really funny musical. And then I watched this musical and it made me cry. The musical I'm going to talk about is Matilda. Okay. Matilda the musical. Now, you're going to find out about this later. You're going to learn about this later. I was in Matilda Jr. Whenever I was like 20.
Matilda Jr. at 20.
Yeah, because you'll understand. I'm not going to spoil the story for you.
If just so you guys know, it's Dottie is actually like 47. Dottie is one of those like mothers who returns to UNA to get her like degree later in life or whatever. Happy 47th birthday, Dottie. I actually got you. I got you a gift for your 47th birthday.
Well, you don't have to give it to me right now because I don't.
It's called The Secret Life of the Grown-Up Brain. And I feel like you're getting to that point in life where you're going to need to know some secrets.
The surprising talents?
Yeah, the surprising talents.
The middle-aged mind is what this says.
Exactly. Put
that down.
I think you're going to need to learn a thing.
Let me talk about my musical.
All right, go ahead.
So I went to see it at Shoals Theater. And I've seen a few shows at Shoals Theater, but it's like it's a heartbreaking story. I will say that if you are not familiar with British humor, it can be kind of off-putting. Like British humor is so different from American humor, and so
I had to mute my mic while I scoot my chair. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure they can still hear it.
Was that British humor?
Yes, that was British humor.
That was British humor.
But so there's like parts of it that like. Have you ever watched something and you can like you hear a joke and you're like, I know that's supposed to be funny, but I'm not really laughing.
Yeah, like British humor.
I had a couple of times where that happened.
Because like all the British humor I see is like, oi.
Yeah, it was very. But there are funny parts. The cast of it at Shoals Theater was so incredibly good. There was actually an alumni from the Cinematic Arts and Theater Department.
Shout out
our girl Kirsten
Stewart. Shout out Kirsten Stewart.
She played the acrobat. And
not athletic at all.
She did an amazing job though.
Oh, okay.
The storyline with the acrobat and the escapologist is the thing that made me like literally cry. I cried so hard. I cried
so hard.
Right.
I got so far.
No, keep going. Go ahead.
But in the end, it doesn't really. See, listen, if you listen to our podcast, you're going to get the radio You're gonna get you don't need music.
This is
don't listen
so
to that playlist.
chaotic. This is wild. Anyways, nonetheless, but the musical itself it's really good. It kind of is one of those things where I think it's really good for kids to learn that like sometimes you don't really have to put up with bad people in your life, if that makes sense.
I'm still on.
Why are you giggling?
I'm still on. I cried. Sorry. Anyway.
That was your joke.
I know, and I really enjoyed it. Yes. I hope you all at home are doing that too. If you're not, pull over.
I'm locking in.
Okay.
So, but it was really, really good. All of the people in the show were very, very talented. I was able to. I'd never seen the full length version. I'd only ever seen the junior version because I was in it. And so it was really fun to see the difference there. It was really fun to watch. I really like watching plays that I know more about.
Right.
Because I find it really interesting to see how different actors will portray characters. I find it really interesting to see how different directors will
deviate.
Yeah. And like I just think that it's really interesting. You can kind of learn a lot about the way that people see characters, the way that people kind of like consume the content of different plays. But it was really good. I was really excited. I went and saw it with a couple of friends of mine, and I was a really big fan. Matilda is a very good musical.
Yeah.
They made they put it on to Netflix for a while. It's not on there anymore, but they made a movie version.
The movie. I've seen the movie. Yeah.
The movie's not as good.
Really?
It's okay, but they cut some songs and they cut some stuff that's like kind of good and funny. And so like there's a song called Telly, and that made me laugh really hard because the guy who plays Michael, I'm pretty sure they cut Michael from the movie, which is Matilda's brother. But like the whole time, his whole shtick is that he just like is really dumb and like doesn't absorb any information. So like they'll be like, oh, Michael, whatever, and he'll go, Michael. And that's all he does. And so they do the song Telly. They do the song Telly, and
then he has like
Mr.
a verse
Wormwood.
in it.
No, Mr. Wormwood's like singing, and then he's like Telly over and over and over again. Like that's all Michael does is he like says the different words, and it's just funny.
Right.
There was a lot of really fun. I knew some people that were in the show, and it was a lot of fun. It was really fun, but it also made me cry, which I think is good balance.
Awesome.
Exactly. Okay.
Awesome.
I'll stop yapping about that.
No.
No. Brandon, Brandon, do you have a personal story about culinary arts management / culinary arts?
I have a personal story about Paula Deen.
Okay, go ahead and
tell
me your personal relationship to Paula Deen.
My intimate relationship with Paula Deen. I actually saw that she just closed down one of her her flagship restaurant, her opening restaurant. She just closed down. But I went to eat at a restaurant of hers in Oa a couple of years ago, and by a couple, I don't know, maybe it was in like 10th or 11th grade or something like that. And I didn't know, that she had various scandals and things.
You were in 10th grade. So.
Yeah, I wasn't concerned with that kind of stuff. But I tried some shrimp that she made. And it was life-changing. I was like, my God, this is some good shrimp. That's exactly how I said it to her. I was like, my God, this is some good shrimp. Is
that what you say every time?
Yeah, every time I've had Paula Deen shrimpy, I say, my God, that is some good shrimp.
Okay.
And it is good shrimp. I was trying to think of like culinary arts people that I knew.
Yeah.
And I actually got to meet Paula Deen here.
Really?
At the restaurant. I can throw up a picture. Whoosh. Wow. Whoosh. That's like the sound effect.
Thank
for
you for
throwing
adding
up
the sound effect.
Yeah. If we ever reference future Brandon, he's the one who edits these podcasts because right now I'm gonna teach Dottie soon, and then maybe future Dottie will be editing, throwing stuff up there. Maybe about future Dottie. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna throw an explosion. So I'm gonna. A grenade.
We don't need the soundboard anymore. Just we can do our own sound effects.
Oh, perfect.
How are we gonna do the little clapping one? Make it clap.
So much of this is gonna get cut.
No, this is all going in.
No, it's not.
But I did clap when I saw Paula Deen's. Why are you laughing?
I wasn't expecting that to be your segue back.
I did clap when I tried the show. I was with some friends.
You stood up and gave her a round of applause.
I was like, "Can we get a round of applause for Paula Dean in the back?" And it was the one lone clap in the restaurant. Like the restaurant's completely empty. It's just me. Okay. I'm just I'm in the ward at the insane asylum.
Let's give it up for Paula Dean in the back.
Oh my god.
We're locked.
Oh my god. The secret life.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, let me lock you in.
This is bad.
Oh,
you're gonna have so much fun editing this. I'm so sorry, future Brandon.
So sorry, future Brandon. He's just gonna leave that all in there as payback to us.
Perfect.
Payback to past Brandon. But no, now let's segue to something else. Do you have anything to say about Paula Dean? Is there anything you'd like? We don't support her 2013 scandal. Yeah, I feel like Dottie may be more of a supporter than I am. But
I don't know why you love to put words into my mouth. I don't know why you do that. That's rude.
Paula Dean put some shrimp in my mouth, and I loved it. All right, now let's move on. Let's talk about
to a serious topic.
Entertainment. Nope, skip that one. Let's talk about interior architecture and design. Yes. Could you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Well, I mean, interior architecture and design is the design of the interior of buildings and homes and such.
As you can see,
riveting.
We're deep into research.
We really are. I know some people who are some interior architecture and design majors. Shout out you guys. You guys are doing great.
Shout you guys out. Every time I see interior architecture and design majors, and this is no shade, it's always just like a group of white girls.
Sure.
It's like a flock of them.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just like, it's like those are definitely the interior architecture. You know,
I think that they lean more on the interior design side.
Yeah, I think we need more.
Hey, let me not stereotype. Actually, that was rude. Sorry.
What?
I said I think that they lean on the interior design side as if they couldn't be interior architects. I'm so sorry. That was rude.
Y'all heard
discriminating against my own race and gender.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. Dottie does not support white women at all. Dottie hates white women.
Cut that.
Dottie hates white women. All right.
Okay, I'm talking about it. Anyways, so the thing that I decided to talk about is one of my favorite design features that I'll be watching movies or whatever, and people will, whenever they're like designing houses and stuff that are in like the 60s and the 70s, they put these things in there, and they're called conversation pits. What's your experience with a conversation pit? Exactly. So
I don't know.
Basically, conversation pits are like really, really common in like 60s, like late 50s, 60s, and then early 70s. Yeah. They're like common in that like era of design. But I didn't know that they were invented in 1927. Like I never would have thought that it was that far back.
Right.
And also I would have thought it was in some like beach house in California, Oklahoma.
Right. Oklahoma.
They were in Oklahoma.
Shout out Oklahoma. Shout out white women.
This dude named Bruce Goff, not a white woman, he invented the conversation pit.
Bruce Goff does sound like a white woman name. That could, if I went to like a soccer mom, she's like, "Hi, my name's Bruce Goff." I'd be like, "Hello, Mrs. Goff."
Maybe she'd name her kid that.
Yeah.
My son's name's Bruce.
I'm Michelle Goff.
Michelle. And so, but anyways, so I just think conversation pits are really cool. I think we should bring them back. I understand why they're not common anymore. A lot of people got injured. Like a lot of people fell into their conversation pits.
Going to get a midnight snack.
Or like if you're a little, having a party with a bunch of people, like somebody could like fall backwards while they're talking, fall onto people.
Somebody gets drunk, they're slamming somebody into the conversation.
I don't think we can talk about that on the podcast.
We can't talk about that?
I don't think we can talk about people.
I feel like that. I feel like that's G-rated.
Okay.
I feel like that's G-rated.
We'll find out.
Somebody's getting slammed into the conversation pit.
But they're really an interesting like design feature. They it's just a sunken part of the generally the living room. It's just a sunken part of the room, like normally like the couch is in there. It's just
Right.
I think it also is very telling of the times that the way that they had like their seating arrangements or whatever was like sunken into the ground, and normally like the whole thing is surrounded by couches,
Right.
or most of it is. And now I think one of the big reasons that we don't use conversation pits anymore is because we're all surrounding like a TV.
Right.
So like it's
Technology.
these dang phones, these kids
dang
these days.
phones.
But so I think that that's also part of the reason why they're not as common, because
Mm-hmm.
then if you have a conversation pit and then you put your TV in there, your TV's the only thing at ground level.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that seems like a little bit of a safety hazard for
Yeah.
sure.
Somebody invent like the TV orbs. That way, everybody in the conversation, the whole people in the conversation pit can watch it, because they would be the whole people.
Me, whenever I have the LA sphere, but in my living room.
the TV sphere.
Exactly.
I love it.
This is
All right.
being chaotic.
We
Brandon, why don't we just move on from this?
yes.
Why don't you talk about entertainment
We
industry?
got to speed this up. Oh my gosh, we're
It's
at
okay.
number 5 on the list.
We're yapping.
Okay, entertainment industry. I'm going to talk
Yes.
about a little bit about Rick Hall. Actually, he met my grandmother. He had. You act really shocked, and then just like immediately like back down to your phone. I love that. But no, he met my grandmother. My grandmother was a nurse in Muscle Shoals, and that's where Rick Hall is the father of Muscle Shoals music. He produced all kind of awesome stuff. I remember Freebird specifically. The Muscle Shoals Freebird is amazing, life changing. You should hear that version of Freebird if you haven't. It's not the main one. And he met my grandmother. He had a friend of his in the hospital. Let's say Mr. Freebird was in the hospital, and Rick Hall went to go visit Mr. Freebird. And like my grandmother was like the nurse there or whatever, and Rick Hall comes up to her and he's like, "Hey, what room is my friend in? Like, I need to see him right now." And my grandmother was like, "You can't do that." And he was like,
Okay, HIPAA.
he was like, "Do you even know who I am? Like, do you know who I am?
Is this actually how he spoke?
Yeah, do you know who I am? I'm Mr. Rick Hall." And she was like, "No, and I don't care either. Like, get out of here."
Period.
And that's what she told him. My grandmother does not sound like that, for the record, but that's what she told him. And then later she learned that like if she had just been nice to him, maybe would have $1 million now. But
I don't think that. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
shout out,
Maybe you're right.
shout out my grandmother.
Shout out your grandmother.
But yeah, she met him, and she didn't know he made all those cool records. It shows that like being an artist doesn't consume all of your life. It's just one little part about you.
It's true.
At the end of the day, you still got to be a good human being.
It's very true. It's very true. Respectful of others and such.
Now let's get on to music.
Music.
Tell us a little bit about music.
Beautiful. So earlier today, I was on a drive and I was listening to a playlist I haven't listened to in a while. And this song came on. And I haven't.
Pony Club.
No.
Okay.
I love that song, but that was not the song I was listening to. This song came on that I haven't listened to in a very long time. And it is called I Won't Complain by Benjamin Clementine. Have you ever heard of Benjamin Clementine?
That name does sound familiar.
So you might have heard of him because he was in Dune. He's an actor.
He's
an actor and a composer and a musician.
And he's not Duncan, Idaho.
No.
That's also a character from Dune.
Well, I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know what character he plays in Dune. I haven't seen Dune.
Throw up Duncan, Idaho.
And then throw up Benjamin Clementine. Watch it be the same picture.
Yeah.
But anyways, so he has like a bunch of really good music, but his debut album, which is called At Least for Now, has most of his like most popular songs. Like he has a song called Nemesis, he has a song called Adios, he has a song I Won't Complain is I think one of his most popular, if not his most popular. But he has like this, because he's also a composer,
Right.
he has all of this like beautiful like string orchestras behind his music, but then he himself doesn't like adhere to the norms of what you think music should sound like.
Right.
So like he will like you'll be listening to it and you're like, is he offbeat?
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but he's not. Like it's really interesting. His music is really, really good. It's kind of more on like the experimental pop side of things, which is not generally the kind of music that I listen to. but his music is really, really good, and his voice is like, I don't know, the way that he sings is really.
You always struck me as like more of like a NBA YoungBoy kind of fan.
Oh,
that's the energy you gave to me. I was like, okay, Dottie definitely listens like NBA YoungBoy. Maybe Blueface, but I was not expecting whatever his name is, Benjamin Clementine.
Benjamin. I think he
kind of sounds like a fictional character.
I think his real name is Benjamin Saint Clementine.
We gotta stop naming our kid. It's almost like this is so cottage.
He's British.
This is
also.
so cottagecore.
He's British.
This is
it's
so
part of it.
This is so dark academia.
And then he moved to Paris when he was like very young.
Wow. No wonder.
But his music is really, really, really good. He also has a song called One Awkward Fish, and it's funny. Like it makes me giggle.
It's a funny song.
Just because it's just like it's meant to be kind of just like, what am I listening to? Like,
right.
I really like the. I don't normally go for like experimental music. I pretty much stick to like the two bands that I like really, really like.
Yeah.
But his music, like, it's very emotional. Like his music is kind of sad. And I don't know. I like things that like strike a chord with like deep emotion.
And in music, if you guys don't know, has a lot of chords.
True.
Has a lot.
Oh my
of
gosh!
chords.
Wait, I didn't even mean to do that. Anyways, Brandon, how the heck are you about to talk about hospitality and events management?
I'm talking about something else with my grandmother. She was watching a documentary, and it had a little hotel in it.
The Hotel California.
The hotel. No, not the Eagles.
A hotel in California.
A hotel in California.
Oh, okay.
With a train running through it. You know, I was like, Grandma, why are they running a train in a hotel? And she was like, because they can. And actually, it's the monorail in the hotel in Disneyland. I think it's like the Disneyland Resort Hotel or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, it's got the monorail runs to it. You know, if you're staying at the hotel, you can just walk right down to the monorail in the morning and get your little ride on the monorail.
Go down to the lobby.
Get you a little ride on the monorail.
And get yourself in Disneyland.
Get a little ride on the monorail.
I love that.
And it's beautiful.
That's fun.
And the people who first owned it and financed it were Jack Rather and Maria Helen Alvarez. And basically, Walt was like, listen, I'm all out of money. I've spent it all on this mouse and stuff, and I can't afford it. So he asked his friend Jack Rather and his wife, and they fund it, and it works really well. And Marie Helen Alvarez was actually the first like female in television to be a millionaire.
That's cool.
Really cool, yeah.
I love that.
And eventually, you know, she cheated on her husband.
Oh.
Lost it all, including the hotel. But I think Jack Rather was in there for a while before he sold it. I think Walt Disney owns it now. Or the Walt Disney Company, owns it now. But yeah, they originally financed a big hotel.
Interesting.
And it was one of its kind. Nothing had been done like that before.
That's crazy.
The first hotel to ever have a train ran in it. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything else to say about that?
You want to know a fun fact about Walt Disney?
Yeah, hit me.
Walt Disney, his brother Roy was
Walt Disney.
I think he was like the CFO of Disney for a while. I don't remember exactly like what position he was in, but Walt would talk to his brother about like things that he wanted to put in the parks or like things that he wanted to do. And his brother would be like, we can't afford that. And he'd be like, oh, okay. And then he'd wait for his brother to go on vacation and he'd do it anyway.
That's pretty awesome.
I just think that's funny. That just makes me laugh. Anyways,
yeah,
I'm lucky.
That's like something like a married couple does. Like
it's so funny to me, like to be like, hey, will you help me be in charge of this company? And then he's like, okay, yeah. Hey, maybe don't do that. And he's like, you're so right. And then the second he turns around, he's like, so I did in fact buy that and 5 extras.
Wow.
That's funny.
That is funny. Dottie, why don't you tell us a little bit about visual arts?
Visual arts. Wonderful. Okay. I'm going to talk about my boy Michelangelo. Michelangelo, my favorite Ninja Turtle, my favorite Renaissance
Heroes in the
artist.
Half Show.
Turtle power. You know what I'm saying?
That was beautiful. That just happened completely naturally. We didn't rehearse that.
We didn't rehearse it. We really didn't. But I really Michelangelo. He did a lot of really good art. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on.
Pull up Michelangelo.
2 seconds.
If you're Michelangelo, come up on the podcast.
Will the real Michelangelo please stand up?
Please stand up. Please stand. No, we're not talking about him on this podcast.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry. The real Slim Shady is dead.
No.
Dead and gone. Yeah.
Okay, he did. I was trying to make sure. So the Michelangelo, I feel like two of his like biggest pieces of art is obviously the Sistine Chapel, which is like that,
not 16,
not 16, Sistine, where he like painted the whole ceiling of that church, and he was like laying on his back the whole time, and he got paint in his eyes and in his ears, and like almost went blind and almost went deaf. Talk about working hard for your art. Am I right? Sorry.
Am I right?
But he also made
all the guys on the ground were like, "Get a load of this guy!"
Literally. But he also made a piece of art called Michelangelo's David. He made David, which is like David from the Bible. You know, the kid with the rocks,
the guy
who killed Goliath.
Yeah,
that guy. So he made this really big statue, like the statue of David. The statue of David. It's like 18 feet tall. It's really, really tall. Let me make sure I get that. I get that number wrong a lot.
We're talking about the statue of David.
We're talking about Michelangelo's David.
He's really huge. So is I.
He's really tall.
I think it's like Michelangelo.
No one is going to listen to this part.
No, we're leaving this part directly in for all of our viewers.
It's 17 feet tall. I was close.
That's our exact viewer count as well. 17. That's our whole.
I love that.
Every
thank you guys
7.
so much.
Thank you.
But anyways, so he makes this like 17-foot tall like marble statue, right? Or like stone statue. I don't know if it's made of marble, but it kind of gets you thinking. Like
what?
That was just a big old rock at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he he got a chisel and a hammer, and then he sat there and he went, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to make a really tall guy.
I'm going to rock
Whoa. this sculpture." But that doesn't make any sense to me. Like hard, yeah. The way that like that was a rock. It was a big fat stone, and now it's a dude.
Now it's a man.
Especially
it's
like
David.
Have you seen the like statues and like the statues where it's like a girl and she has like a sheet over her face?
Oh yeah,
and it looks like it's see-through. That freaks me out.
It's crazy.
But there was an artist one time.
People.
I want to say actually that it was Michelangelo. Michelangelo one time, he was talking about like his
splinter
to make a sculpture or a statue or whatever. And he said something along the lines of like the statue itself is within it. It is my job to discover it. Like it is my job to bring it out. That's a really cool thing to say. That's also kind of scary.
Yeah. Like
every time that you walk by a really big rock, do you think that there's just like a statue of like a dude in there?
I think I find myself more like if Michelangelo's like heroes in the half shell, turtle, that's more like my competence level compared to like just seeing a rock and being like, I'm gonna make something out of this. You know?
But that's crazy.
It is. It's impressive. Really impressive.
We're gonna.
If you can make a man out of rock, come on the podcast.
I agree. Actually, I would love to talk about this.
If we can get a sculptor on here, make a sculpture of me, please. I will put it outside my window, look at it every morning.
We'll put it in the background.
That'd be creepy. I might get in a fight with it.
I like to fight things. Anyways,
specifically,
that was all I had.
Things that look like me.
Right.
Okay.
Brandon, we're
talking about
fashion merchandising and design.
Merchandising and design. You're right. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about Nudie Khan.
Ooh.
Nudie Khan. Ooh. A man with a fun name, Nudith Khan. Nudie Khan. Now, Nudie Khan was a Ukrainian American tailor who was famous for making like these little cowboy nudie suits, rhinestone suits. You see them in all kind of things. A lot of old movies, a lot of old westerns. Country stars loved him. He made them for people like Ronald Reagan and John Lennon and Elton John. And my favorite was Graham Parsons. Okay. He made all kind of cool stuff. He made some. Most people got like wagon wheels and flowers and stuff on theirs.
Right.
Graham got pills on his. He got pills put on there.
Right.
And I'm sure there's like a deeper meaning to that somewhere, but we cannot talk about that on the SOTA Pop podcast.
We cannot. No, we cannot.
But he made some really cool designs, some really impressive designs.
I looked into it.
You looked up Nudie Khan?
Yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff he made. He made some really, really cool stuff.
It's really impressive. And now it's inspired people like Post Malone and Lil Nas X and people like that to get their own kind of suits made. And I think his like company or maybe his family or something still continue. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just like old suits that he's done, but I think there are some for sale still.
Really?
And like when I die, one of our 17 viewers, please donate an authentic nudie concert.
Authentic is crazy.
So I can be buried in it. I would love that. I'm just saying, like, I want to go out like Hunter S. Thompson or somebody cool where it's like fireworks shooting out and stuff like that. I'm just gonna be like going in the ground, nudie suit on, and everybody's gonna be like,
they're gonna laugh.
yeah, they're gonna be having the time of their lives. He's done. The time of my life. That was a beautiful moment.
Wonderful. I think that about covers our main areas.
That covers everything.
For the School of the Arts.
We've covered all the art.
Yeah.
We thought we wouldn't, but we did. And I think that's beautiful.
I agree.
I think that's beautiful.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. As always, if you want us to go support us or support anything that we do, find us UNA SOTA Pop Podcast on all of the social media. All of the social media. Instagram, Facebook. We're there. TikTok as well. We're trying to post more. We're trying to stay more consistent.
Yes.
If you see us fail at that, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Keep your eyes closed.
Exactly. But we're still out there. So hit us up. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you hate. And we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll laugh about it. Maybe we'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens.
Yes.
But we love you all. Thank you so much for watching. We're so honored to be doing this podcast. Dottie, do you want to talk about how honored you are?
I'm very honored.
Me as well. I'm also extremely honored.
Yes.
And yeah, go support us. It really does mean a lot.
Yes.
Once again, we're just two college students in a broom closet. So
true.
Yeah, it means a lot for you to watch us. And we're excited to get to know you all and you to get to know us as the season progresses. Mm-hmm. But yeah, season 8, SOTA Pop Podcast. Go support our social media.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see you on the next episode. As always, keep making stuff.
And stay creative.
All right, now we got to walk off.